Welcome to this episode of the Thriving Church Podcast, where we talk about how your church can be stronger, healthier, reach people, and build spiritual champions who live out God's kingdom across New Mexico and around the world. We're glad you're here. I'm Kevin Parker.
And I'm Rick Brittain.
And we'll be your hosts for this conversation.
We hope everyone listening has heard every episode, but if not, or if you're new, we've got you covered. Every episode is available on our podcast site, thrivingchurchpodcast.com, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Right now, we're here and you're here, so let's dive on in.
You know, we're going to have a lot of fun today. We've got a lot of information to cover. There's something we need to do. Matt, you're here with us again.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
So there's something that has not happened that we need to make sure happens right now.
That's right. One of our coworkers is a slacker.
Yes.
Who's that?
Rick has not yet registered for one day.
Come on, Rick.
Can you believe that?
So I've been too busy doing all Matt's
We're going to
work.
help you do it right now, right here. Okay, so Matt, what is the first thing he needs to do?
He needs to go to BCNM.com on his web browser, BCNM.com/one day.
I'm going to go to /
Yeah, do /.
Okay.
It's just slash. Yeah. ONEDAY. There you go.
All right.
Okay, there is a blue button there.
There is
because
a blue
you
button.
speak English, you're going to push the blue button. Okay.
All right.
And
Here I am.
There's another blue button that says register here.
It does. Can I push that?
Tap that one.
Okay.
He's on an iPad. I
He's
guess everybody needs to know that.
I'm doing this
iPad
on a tablet.
Yes.
On an iPad.
Okay, Matt, walk him through here.
Yeah, and I don't think we're sponsored by Apple either, right?
We are not.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're not. We're sponsored
we
by
have
Jesus.
We have a love-hate relationship with fruit in our faith, so we're gonna just move along.
Okay, you're on the registration page now, Rick.
Yes, I am.
I'm glad that you made it yourself available and you got there this far.
I'm saying yes, Matt.
Yes, you are saying yes. And if you'll notice, Rick, on that registration page, there's blanks for you to fill in. So you're going to begin with your first name.
I see him. He's typing it right now.
He's doing a good job. And you'll go to the next blank where it says last name. This is an easy registration page. We've tried to make it as easy as possible. Kevin's done a good job.
I've got my first name and my last name. Now this one's my email address, Matt. Why, Kevin? Why do I need to put my email address?
So this has got to be a unique email address. You and your wife can't share the same email address. It's just got to be unique, because we're going to follow up with some other registration information requests that we're going to do via email. So you need to have a unique one that's just you.
All right. So if someone didn't have an email address, could they just go out and snag a Gmail account or something and make one?
They can do that. They can create one. You know, just the other day, we got a new computer at the house, and we're creating, going in and setting it all up. And I just, in 5 seconds, created a new Outlook.com account just so I could set it up.
There you go.
It's not used anywhere else, but I can check it. So you can create a new email address. Don't create it here in the forum. Go somewhere and actually create it, and then come enter it
any
here.
New Mexico Baptist could create a dedicated email account just for one day for the rest of their life.
They could. They just need to make sure they check it, because we're going to be sending them information. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Kevin, how much information are we going to be sending? Like how much spam are we going to be sending to their email box?
We've got several emails we're going to send that just give them crucial information that they need to take care of before one day. We're going to talk about background checks. We're going to talk about evangelism training, but we're also going to ask them the activity they want to participate in. That's part of registration, but they're not going to do that initially. What Rick is doing right now, it's not there. They're going to do that in a follow-up. And then we're going to come back and we're going to ask them just for a confirmation before the event, are you still coming? And that'll help the planners know. If something happens, I mean, there are going to be people, something happens.
Sure.
And so they can say, no, I can't come. And that's okay, but we'll know. And then when they get to the event, the way we're going to check in is using mobile devices, and they'll need that unique email address to be able to check in.
All right.
That's great.
But we will not be offering any extended warranties through this
No
email.
extended warranty.
Okay.
And I just want to say this, we're not going to sell anyone a plan to insure their sewer line.
That's fantastic.
All right.
But it's important not to ignore those emails that are coming.
Yeah, pay attention to them because they're going to have good information in them. And there'll be a couple that will come that we're just going to celebrate how many people we have registered so far. And it'll be fun to keep up with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of ignoring, I'm feeling a little bit ignored because
okay,
I'm
so
trying to register here.
You need
Keep
to
going, keep going,
put your
yeah.
phone number in there.
Put my phone number in here.
And I'll tell you why, because
Tell me why.
I've already had to call several people that something was kind of odd or unique or something about their particular registration. And we watch these come in and we'll call you. We'll call you if there is something that we need to ask you about. And so that number is important. So we've already used that numerous times.
Yeah. All right. Now, Church City, is that my church or is that the church I want to go help?
That's your church.
My church.
Where you go to church on Sunday.
I go to
most
church
regularly.
Yeah.
We're so conflicted because we travel all over, but our home church.
I'm the worst church member in the BCNM. My church is in Albuquerque, and I'm going to put the name of my church on here now.
It's a drop down. So you're going to click on that arrow, and there is a search bar there too.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
I
the
used
drop
that.
down has 326 options. Because
Wow,
of all of
that's
our
a lot.
churches, yes, and so you can just start typing your church's name in that search box, and it'll shorten the list. And so if you go to First Baptist Church, you can type first, and it'll shorten the list to all the first.
Shorten it a little bit.
Yeah. And if you go to one of our Spanish churches that's Iglesia Bautista, you can just start typing Iglesia, and it'll shorten the list to just show all of the churches that have Iglesia in the name.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, isn't that great? It really helps.
Who came up with this stuff, Matt?
So,
I think it was Diana.
yeah, probably so.
So
All
you've
right.
put your church city. Have you put your church
I
name?
have, and I put the name of my church in.
Hey.
Okay. So there's some check boxes after that.
Well, now,
What one-day site?
Oh, the one-day site. I'm
now
sorry.
you're going to pick where you want to go.
oh man,
Do
You
you want to
only
go to
have two choices. There is a drop down.
know.
But you don't even have
is
to
there
scroll.
a drop down?
Your choices are East Mountains, Estancia Valley area, or Roswell. So you need to make your choice.
Which one am I going to,
today?
Matt?
You are going to the East Mountains and Estancia Valley.
All right, I'm going to the East Mountains and Estancia Valley. Now we get down to the stuff I don't like, this legalese stuff. By checking the boxes, you agree to receive communication from Baptist Convention of New Mexico. You can unsubscribe anytime. Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
No, it's not bad at all. That keeps us from being spam because you allowed us to send you the follow-up
right.
emails.
So I need to check these boxes
Yes, it's required.
by faith. All right. I can do that. I'm going to check both of these boxes. And now there's a little blue thing with a circly arrow on it. Do I have to touch that?
Absolutely.
Yes, you do.
I do.
Submit.
Oh, that's below the blue thing with the circly arrow.
You just have to click on the submit button.
Submit. Okay.
Yep.
I have hit submit. And now,
That other blue thing that says reCAPTCHA,
yeah.
that is just making sure that you are a real person on a real tablet or computer or something like that, and not a computerized internet bot.
Told you I was a real person, Matt.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fun. So Rick just registered himself.
Yes.
And we are proud of him. He accomplished something great
Yay.
today. Yeah, we're so thankful.
And what we need people to know is, Matt, without you and I sitting here talking about everything, they could actually do it really quick.
yeah. And we should say, I think Rick's brothers would agree with us that if Rick can do this, anyone can.
Absolutely. We have just established the bar, right?
I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
Kevin, but what if Rick wants to register a group?
So when he finishes, which he has done, there's a little confirmation message that shows up right on his browser page.
Why, look, there it is.
And it has group instructions. So if you have a group, you enter the first person, and you'll get this little confirmation message right there on the page. And there's a link in that message to register another person. So you click that, and you register the second person.
That's great. And then I can put the same email address on for them.
No.
So we all get
a unique email address for every person.
All right.
And so that will keep showing up. And after you've done the last one of your group, you just don't click the link anymore.
Yeah.
And so it just circles around for as many people as you have in your group.
Yeah, and I think churches and church leaders should know that they are going to receive an email that has a form that has blanks for all the information needed if they're wanting to register a group. So they can check their emails for that, Or on this site, there's also a link here that you can just click on and download this form. So you could pass it out to every Sunday school class and say, hey, sign up your Sunday school class and get all that information. And then one person can enter all the information.
One person can sit and enter it all. And that form is also, if they go all the way through, like they're going to register online, if they don't see the email that we're going to sending them the form, they can go into where the registration form is, and there is some group instructions, and there's a link right there. They can download the form from that page. They're going to get this form. It's a piece of paper. It's available in English and Spanish, and you can use as many of them as you need. You can copy it. And it just makes it easier if you want to bulk collect signups at your church, at a table or something. And then we've had pastors that have been going in doing it. I just looked this morning, and we actually have a group of 4 that registered late last night. And it's from a group that's not one of our churches, which just brings it up. If we have a non-BCNM church that wanted to participate, if they just go down to the bottom of the church list, there is other or not listed. And you click on that, and it'll pop down up another box where you type in what group you're from.
That's great.
And so we got everybody covered.
Kevin, I'm looking at Rick's face right now, and I'm seeing that he's confused because he registered, but he didn't register. He registered for a site, so he knows he's going to East Mountain, but he didn't register for a specific ministry.
Right.
When does he get to do that?
So we're going to follow up after this, and there's a reason we're doing it this way. We started registration before all of the activities were firmly settled at our various in our locations, our 2 different sites. And so we have that list now, and we're about to start the second wave of registration where you'll get an email. And your email, because you gave us a unique email, you'll get an email message that's unique to you with a link in it. And you're going to click on or tap on that link, and it's going to take you back into registration. You'll see your name and email address already filled in, okay? And there'll be a different form where it'll ask the activity, and it'll ask for the role, if there is one, in that activity for you where you want to participate. And so if you have registered for Roswell, you're only going to see the activities in Roswell. And the same for East Mountains. You'll only see the East Mountain list. And so that email that we're going to send you will allow you to do the second piece of information. That's a great question, Matt.
Yeah, and I like how on the registration site, you've created a graphic here that kind of is a roadmap to all of this information. And step 1 on your roadmap that you completed, Rick, was registration step 1, and you did that. And now you're just waiting. Now, as you're preparing, praying, and being equipped in evangelism training, now you're just waiting for registration step 2 to come to your email box, and you start that process.
My confidence is growing minutely.
I like that.
As I move forward in this process. And I think what we've proven here, before we answer any more potential questions, is that a New Mexico high school education and a double-digit IQ can get you registered for one day.
Absolutely.
So what seems to be your problem, brother? We can do this. Say yes. Yeah. It's good.
We're still getting several questions about background checks and evangelism training. And I know either of you could answer this, but I'm asking the question here. Tell me more about background check.
So the way background checks are happening is we're relying on the local church to conduct background checks. So if someone registers for one day, and they do it themselves, they didn't sign up on a paper at their church or something, they just want to go. What they need to do is they need to go talk to their pastor, or some church leader in their church, and say, hey, I'm going to one day. I need to get background checked, and that's supposed to be something the local church does. And our churches should already be familiar with background checks, because if they've got people working with children or students, those people should be background checked. And so your church should be able to do that. If you talk to your church leaders and they don't know how to do that, they can call the BCNM, and we can help them get set up.
Yeah, we actually have an expert.
Yes. So the BCNM itself is not conducting the background checks. People don't need to worry. We're not going to see results from your background checks. We're leaving that up to a local church to handle those background checks.
That's great. I think that's clear. But if they have more questions, obviously they can contact any of us, and we'll gladly answer those questions. Rick, what about evangelism training?
Yeah, we've decided as a group, since this is an evangelism effort, since this is an attempt to share the gospel with everyone in the East Mountains and Estancia Valley and Roswell, that evangelism training might be important. So if you are already thoroughly trained and equipped in evangelism and know how to share the gospel in many ways, praise God for that, and good for you. But we want to have the opportunity for everyone to be able to share the gospel. And so we are asking that people would make a commitment, and that commitment is to learn to share the gospel. And the group approach we're using is called the 3 Circles Evangelism Training. It is put out by the North American Mission Board, and we are offering trainings all across the state so that your group can show up to a training or your church can host a training. We are asking that everyone who shows up for one day has been trained in the 3 Circles approach. We're asking you to make this commitment and follow through on it to be able to present the gospel.
And here's something that's really great about the 3 Circles presentation is we're not burdening you with having to memorize a long presentation. There's actually an app that you can put on your phone or a tablet or something that actually has it illustrated and walks through it. So if you've been trained in it, and you're exposed to it and you know what's going on with the presentation, you can actually use your phone and show somebody and walk somebody through that. Matt, what is the name of that? Is it the On Mission?
It is the On Mission app.
Yeah, the On Mission app. It's available for iPhone. It's available for Android phones or devices, and that makes it even easier.
Yeah, Kevin, and there are also paper tracts that we have available. And there are also
in Spanish and English.
Yeah, in Spanish and English, or just a single image. Frankly, you could draw this on the dirty window of your car here in New Mexico during the monsoon season.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I am seeing an evangelistic opportunity in my car.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Or a napkin. I think it started actually
on a napkin.
Yes, it is. It's easy to draw and to go through with somebody. And so this is not a burdensome requirement. I think that's what I want to say. Yeah. There's a lot to help you with this.
Yeah. Life on Mission is the app. Life on Mission.
Life on Mission.
Yeah. Kevin, I've had a couple other questions about registration. One is there's been some church leaders who are asking, they want to see a list of people who have registered for the one day. They as a church leader, as a pastor or whatever, they want to see who from their church has registered. Is there a way that they can get that information?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They can contact the BCNM, either Diana or myself can pull that list up. As a matter of fact, we were making sure yesterday that we have everything set up so it's really easy for us to get to. But we can pull a list. We can email that list to a pastor so they can see who from their church is signed up, because they may think they have a group and find out that there are several other people that are also going that didn't know about the group. That would be important for a pastor to know, and we'd love for them to have that. All they need to do is request that.
Yeah, that's good. Registration seems time consuming, but it's worth it, right?
It is.
Absolutely.
In order for us to serve folks well, they need to register. And it does take, it took me a solid 2 minutes, and that was with you guys talking a lot. So it's not hard.
Here's the thing. Our planners in churches in these 2 sites are expecting New Mexico Baptist to show up.
That's right.
And what registration does, we're not charging for this, so why do we need registration? It's for planning. It's for activity organizers to know if they're going to have enough people, if they need to shift. It's possible that we have too many people and we need to expand some activity or something. We need to know that so that when you arrive for one day, we're ready for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're planned.
And the exciting thing about our registration tool is that it is also going to be our follow-up tool.
Absolutely.
And here's the reality, guys, as evangelism guy here. The 2 greatest failures in evangelism that churches consistently have is 1, not doing it, and 2, not following up. This tool gets us registered so we can go do it, and it leads us through the follow-up process so that we don't lose people through the cracks, but that the churches in Roswell and in the East Mountains and Estancia Valley are going to have good, solid information if we will just commit to using the tools that we're given, they'll have good information so they can follow up, so these people can be a part of the body of Christ in their local community, and New Mexico can get changed.
And here's what'll be the greatest thing about gathering information for follow-up. If you're talking with somebody and it's obvious that they would like, some additional conversation or something like that, you can just say, hey, can I grab some information from you so that we can talk again? Mm-hmm. And just like you did registration, we're going to have a way for you to pull up on a phone, just basically a conversation record. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be as simple as easy as you registering for one day. And so we're going to have that available to people as they come and as they go out and as they work with people, to be able to go to that form, quickly fill it out. They don't have to carry a bunch of paper around with them and all that kind of stuff and turn that in. As soon as they fill that out, just sitting there with somebody, they click submit, and it's turned in.
Yeah.
If you needed to, you could even turn your phone around to them and let them type their name in.
That's good.
You could do that and continue the conversation while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Some people think, well, that's intrusive. Actually, what I've found over and over and over about gathering information from somebody, it shows, number one, that I'm serious about the message and conversation I'm having. And it says, you matter. We want to remember you beyond today.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's huge.
Hey, speaking of today, at the time of recording here, we're less than 60 days away from the one-day event. So registration opened July 1st, and we, on our website here, we're asking people to register before September 11th. But we live in the land of mañana.
We do.
What happens if it's September 12th and I still want to sign up for the one-day mission trip?
The registration site will never close. We need people to sign up early so we can plan well for them. And so we can be prepared at our sites to reach as many lost people as possible. This is about lost people. That's why we want you to sign up as early as possible so we can get you trained, so that you can get your background checked, so everything can be ready and go smooth on that day. If somebody does at the last minute have another couple or person or something that their schedule's just opened up and they want to come, they should go on and register.
Yeah.
Because yes, they can come. Yes, we will accommodate them. And we will even have some people that for whatever reason they didn't register and they want to come that day, they can come that day. We'll even register them that day. But we really need people to register in advance. And that's good for us being able to reach lost people and for our folks that are coming to have the smoothest possible experience.
Absolutely. If the survey goes around asking who all wants a burrito smothered in red chili, and we get a list and make those burritos, and then you show up at the last minute, you might not get any red chili on your burrito.
That's right.
And that's a big loss. It's better if they know you're coming. And that's all we're saying here. We can do a better job for you if you register ahead of time.
Yes, good.
So register soon, register early, register as many people as possible. Just make sure you have their permission.
Kevin,
That's right.
What if someone has a typo, say, in their email and they submit? Is it possible to correct information like that? Should they call us or can they do it online?
They can't do it themselves online, but they can call us and we can very quickly pull up their record and do that. We're trying to set up so that there will be people with each site that you could also call to expand the number of people that you can call. But right now, Diana Longoria and myself have access to that, and we can go in and correct that. If somebody were to decide, the way it's looking, we still want to do one day, but we're not going to be able to get all the way to a certain place. We'd like to go to the other location. They can call us and we can change that.
Okay.
We can make those adjustments. If people just call us, we're happy to. Even if we have one person with a church, all the other people at a church sign up for a particular activity because they're going to go to one spot, and somebody else registers individually, but they signed up for a different activity and they need to change that, we can do that. They just need to give us a call.
That's good.
Don't panic.
Yes,
That's
don't
call
panic.
Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to remind folks that we're asking the Lord of the Harvest to send 2026 laborers into the harvest on September 26th. We are asking that in faith, and we're believing that Christ is going to do that because he desires for people in Roswell, East Mountains, and Stancy Valley to be saved. We know that he desires for his name to be lifted up and all people will be drawn to him. So we're asking in faith, we're praying, Lord of the harvest, send more laborers. We also know that not everyone from all 325 churches are going to be able to go, but we want everyone to be participating. So if you know already September 26th is just not going to, you've got something else planned that you think's more priority, please pray.
Absolutely.
Pray that the name of Jesus is lifted up and people are saved on that day. Pray to the Lord of the harvest to send more laborers into the harvest. And then I would also ask, as a Baptist, give. We need resources to go to this. So give to the cooperative program, give the state missions offering, give directly to the one day through the BCNM. We want you to be participating in the ways that you can go. I want to share a quick story from Proclaim Camp this summer. Kids gathered together at Enloe at Proclaim Camp, and they said, we want to participate. They raised funds to buy water bottles to be handed out at the one-day event, and they also made little labels to go on these water bottles to help proclaim the name of Jesus. So if you're interested in participating, but you can't be there on September 26th, I would say give Rick or myself or Kevin a call, and we'll find ways for you and your church to be able to be involved in the one-day mission trip.
Absolutely.
And the big part of it is the reason we want as many people as possible involved is because the need is so great. The danger that lost people are facing is so vast. And this is a chance. And this is like a rescue effort.
That's right.
This is like a mass rescue effort that we're going to share the gospel. We love people. We love the folks in the Estancia Valley, in the East Mountains, and all around Roswell. We love those people, and we want them to have the hope that we have for eternal life, for heaven, and God's presence today. Now, the Bible talks about people living without God in the world. And that's what's happening right now for the vast number of New Mexicans. And one day is an opportunity to change that in these two communities. And so prayer, giving, participating, going, being there on that day, this all matters so much. It's a big deal.
Yeah,
that's right. We all have our favorite movies, right? And one of my favorite movies is called The Guardian. It has Kevin Costner in it, and he's a Coast Guard rescue swimmer. And at one point in the movie, he's asked by someone, when you go into the water and there's multiple people there, how do you decide? And he says, what do you mean? So, well, how do you decide who to rescue? And he says, well, I just go to the one closest to me, and then I swim as hard as I can for as long as I can. And the sea takes the rest. What we're asking for on one day is that we all get in the water, and for that day, we swim as hard as we can for as long as we can. And then God's going to do work through that, and we're going to take from that and go get wet somewhere else. This is the kind of thing that can change a state. If the people of God in the churches of the BCNM will just get in the water, I have no idea what God's going to do, but I sure would like to find out.
Yeah.
And the nature of these two communities, the relational connectedness and everything that exists in these two communities is such that if a spiritual movement gets going because of what we're able to do on one day, it can just spread.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to do. We want to get the ball rolling. These churches are asking for that. One of the things that I bumped into several times when we put it in our frequently asked questions is, what about students and children? This is not an adult. This is not like one of those 55 and above communities. Anybody can come. Last year, I was in Silver City, and one of the things I loved watching, we had students and children helping. They were helping with all kinds of stuff. They were helping in the food serving area. They were helping at all of the inflatables. We did hair cutting. That was one of the activities. And there was a young lady that was very studiously sweeping and sweeping and sweeping and sweeping. And you know, that mattered.
Sure.
Then I went over to the skate park where they had this pro boarder there doing stuff, and there were students helping out there at that activity. There is room for your family to come. If you have a family, bring your family.
Yeah, I love it.
And register your family, all with a unique email address.
That's right. Yeah, I think as Rick kind of was talking about this movie, The Guard, as you mentioned, perishing, it made me think about Proverbs 24:11. We're asking people to really register for a rescue mission. Proverbs 24:11 says, rescue those who are being taken away to death, hold back those who are stumbling to the slaughter. So we're asking people, like, spend time, register, prepare, pray, get equipped. Let's go on this rescue mission to these areas in New Mexico.
You know what, guys? This has been fun. I've learned a lot today, and I thank you both for teaching me.
We're proud of you, Rick.
Yes. Welcome. Welcome to One Day, Rick.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy, all the little people who have made this possible. But it's time for us to wrap up. So, Kevin, Matt, thank you so much for this time. And Matt, thanks for helping Kevin and I out and being here with our listeners today. And thank you, listeners, for joining us as we've explored what it means to be a thriving church and what it means to be a part of One Day New Mexico.
That's right. And keep in mind always that you can call on us for help. Our missionary staff is a convention, and our regional missionaries are available to help you, especially with One Day. That's what we're talking about today. But anything, questions you have about your church thriving, if you need to contact us, you can just go to our podcast site, thrivingchurchpodcast.com, and click on contact. Again, that site is thrivingchurchpodcast.com. Today, probably the one we want you to leave with is bcnm.com/oneday.
Yes.
Go register.
And until our next episode, remember, as always, our mission is God's mission and our power is His power. He is at work within you. We hope you'll have a great Sunday this week. And though I'm not Matt Thackerson, I am Rick Brittain.
And I am Kevin Parker.
And we look forward to our next time together with you on the Thriving Church Podcast.